Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new video. This is the demo for Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes. I got this on my wish list on Steam. I remember this as a kid. I know I'm dating myself because it's a 70s show, but I remember Battlestar Galactica and watching it as a kid, and when they did the reboot, man, what a fantastic show. I mean, and if you watch enough TV, you know reboots don't always work. This one did. This was fantastic. So I'm excited to get into this game and test this demo out. And I have it on my wish list, and it's definitely one that I plan on covering when it's released fully. So we won't waste any more time. We'll hop right in and we'll get going and see what this is about. I already got it on Steam, so let's play the demo. The captain of a scattered ship witnesses the last moments of his homeworld. What once was the capital of the 12 colonies has been turned into a living nightmare. Nuclear explosions, scorching forests, vaporizing lakes, razing cities to the ground. Alright, by the gods. Why is nobody answering our hails? Where's the colonial fleet? Those gun stars, why aren't they moving? Don Walker to all units nearby requesting immediate assistance. As the captain speaks, he notices the Dratus screen blips repeatedly. Yesterday's Cylons were almost mythical. Today, not so much. Oh, and there's our Cylon. Dratus contact. I remember yelling that all the time in the series. Was there? Oh no, sorry. Repeat. Please send help. Send help. All right, so there's our Viper. That's Lima. Thank the gods. I don't know what's happening. We just arrived in orbit around Capricorn when I saw all of this. Now they're after my ship. Help us. Hold still. I'll take care of the raider. Select the Viper. Left click. Now that the squadron is selected, attack the Cylon ship. Right click. Alright, we made short work of him. This is a Dratus preview. It shows enemies about to spawn. A few seconds before they do, you can hover over this preview to get more information about the incoming fleet. So a raider with 50 and 50. You can now access the tactical pause. It's your most important tool to survive the overwhelming Cylon force. It allows you to pause the battle to analyze the situation, give orders. Good, it's not real time. Oh, I'm a little slow. Real-time strategy games can get a little fast for me. Don't hesitate to use it as much as possible, especially when facing overwhelming or complex battle situations. Alright. Alright, spacebar does it. You can now destroy incoming enemies attacking the fleet on your own. Use tactical pause to give orders and avoid losing precious seconds. Okay, so we'll... So let's... There we go. And same thing. Left click, right click. Go out there and get that one. Your main goal is to protect the fleet and survive. The Cylons can jump in anywhere. Get back to the defensive positions in their fleet when possible with your squadrons. Select your Viper squadron and move it near your civilian ship. Right. Dratus got multiple raiders spotted ahead. Incoming groups now, huh? The cowards. I'll give them a warm welcome. Air and enemy units can have abilities that improve their efficiency. When your squadron is selected, you can see all active and passive abilities. While Hunter mode is on, unit automatically attacks and follows enemies within 56 TU range. If it doesn't have a selected target, Hunter mode is toggled ability. Default mode is on. Units gain plus 60 speed for 5 seconds every time it destroys an enemy unit. Does not stack. Alright. Let's hover over the Viper ability, Hunter Instincts. This ability allows the squadron to automatically target and chase enemies within range. It's very efficient against a pack of fragile enemies. Okay. It can be toggled off to have full manual control, but most of the time it should be needed. Let's keep it active for now. Alright. Move your Viper so that the enemy Dreadis are within range of its Hunter's Instincts auto attack ability and watch it handle them automatically. Alright. Alright, go to work. And we got our little ring there. There we go. Alright. Now use your Viper's Hunter Instinct's automatic ability to destroy the next wave. Oops. Major Loom. Multiple Dreadis contact spotted. You'll never make it in time. We're exposed. Copy that, Don Walker. Your Raptor should be here soon. You'll be covered. Right. He doesn't sound convinced, does he? There it is. Oh, there's our Raptor. The situation requires a change of strategy, which at short range, the Viper cannot deal with all the incoming scattered enemies by itself before they reach the fleet. Fortunately, the Raptor just arrived to defend the fleet. It's a long-range artillery squadron, very effective in dealing with far and scattered enemies. However, artillery squadron are slow and can't charge their weapons while moving. You should try to move them as low as possible. Alright. Your Raptor is already within range of incoming enemies. Just watch it handle the situation. Alright. I don't know. I think he could have got back in time. Raptor is very efficient when positioned strategically. Always try to position them to cover a wide area, protecting the fleet from incoming enemies so that you don't need to move them often. Now defeat the next wave using both squadrons and what you've learned so far. Alright. So you guys, you're going to go up here. And I'll just leave you right there. There we go. Uh-oh, that says capital ship. Oh yeah, look at that. 6,000. Okay, let's see here. A base star, not good, no kidding. Lima to Gunstar Shamir, requesting for help. This is a Cylon base star. It has tremendous firepower and carries hundreds of Cylon units. It's impossible, almost impossible to destroy. For now, the only goal is survival. Move your squadron back to protect the fleet. Like enemy squadron, missiles launched by the enemy capital ship also have a preview with a countdown. Like enemy squadrons, they can be destroyed once they spawn, but they are much faster. Prepare to intercept them by staying in defensive between the civilian ship and a capital ship. There are 3 types of missiles: homing, explosive, and nukes. While homing missiles are fast and always target a single unit, explosive missiles are slow but target an area, and nukes are slower probably and do a lot more damage. Alright, so you are a Cylon homing missile, and there's the nuke. Destroy the incoming missile with what you have learned. Raptor's position, we've got that. Vipers, attack missiles by intercepting them, okay. Whoa! Raptors and Vipers can attack and chase units within range on, but sometimes you need to prioritize your targets. For the incoming wave of enemies, position your units defensively, but destroy the nuke first. Is there any way I can... Alright. We'll leave him there. Alright, the nuke's out. He's going after the nuke. Alright, nukes first. Huh. Gunstar in position, multiple Cylon Raiders contacts. Civilian ship spotted. The Dawn Walker sending a distress signal. What are your orders? Right away. Serving as commander of a Gunstar named Shamir for the past 5 years, you never thought you'd be facing Cylons. Phone rings, a connection has been established. When you pick it up, all you can hear is the captain's voice. It's panicked. No kidding. We need help. Gunstar to Dawn Walker. Please maintain position. We are calling for reinforcements to engage the base star. No, I don't think so. All right. Of course, sir. All right, this is Gunstar ship you are commanding. If it gets destroyed, it's game over. All right. The Gunstar has weapons that can deal with large enemy groups. They should be ready soon. In the meantime, defend against the small group to the side. All right. All right, so these guys should be doing those. Let's get him over here doing these. And then hopefully he can wipe out those guys. Gunstar weapons offer another way accompanied with squadrons to deal with Cylons. There are multiple types of Gunstar weapons, each one with specific effects and strengths. Gunstar has deployed a weapon, the offensive flank. You can hover over the weapon to display this information. The Gunstar weapon deals damage over time on an area of effect. Okay. Select a weapon and try to target. Nope, it didn't. Why isn't this destroying that? Wonder why that didn't fire. Time to leave, I guess. Dawn Walker, sending new coordinates. We'll cover you during your FTL preparations and get the hell out. Pull together. Copy that. We won't abandon you. Okay, so Battlestar Galactica Scatter Hope is a game about survival. Cylon forces are overwhelming in strength and number. The goal is to protect the fleet and resist the Cylons long enough for the Gunstar to compute an FTL jump and get away. Protect the fleet, survive until the timer reaches 0, then jump. Alright. Okay, I was hitting the wrong button, that's why. You can do there. I guess I should wait for them to get in there. Damn. Alright, that's why you play the demo, so you can learn. Oh, I kind of got him at the end anyway. Oh, it did. It worked out. Let's put a new type of squadron, the Sniper. Cylon will deploy various types of squadrons to unite defeat. Always take some time to hover over them to see their strengths and weaknesses. Artillery aim. Artillery long range. Cannot shoot while moving. So basically a Raptor. Let's take you out. This one is a silent artillery unit, like your Raptor. It can fire long range, but yep. And that's what we're going to do. Alright, we got 30 seconds still. Commander, we're a little outnumbered here. A little help would be appreciated. For the nuke launcher. We're launching nukes already. Alright. Forget protocol. It's time to let loose. Alright, where's my nuke at? The Raiders previews a new type of squadron, Heavy Raider. Heavy Raiders have Many hull points. Your offensive flank won't be sufficient against 7 of them. Might be the right time to use a nuke. Get your squadrons out of the way and wait for the enemies to spawn. Okay. You, get back here. Alright. We need to deploy the Gunstar nuke launcher. First we need to make room by undeploying the offensive flank. Now click to the empty dock. Is that our nuke? Oops, dang it. There goes our nuke. Oh, we missed. Ah, yeah, we missed. Ouch. So it's kind of like, I remember this old game on the Atari called Missile Command where you had to kind of lead your target. I guess should be doing that sometimes. Okay. Nope. Okay, right now your main concern is safely bring back the deployed squadrons before they jump to squadrons that are out of the Gunstar during the... Oh, okay. So how do I do that? I see it, but how do I recall my ships? Undeploy, undeploy. Alright, there we go. Right click on each squadron to dock and... Alright, it was going to tell me anyway. I just panicked. I think we're going to lose our poor ship though. Oh, squadron destroyed. Yeah, I missed with the nuke. Alright guys, we're back to launching the nuke again. Made me go through the whole tutorial, which is fine. So let's do that. Let's get the nuke on there. Alright. And so right there, so see, I did it there. We want to be like right here, I think, is where we want to be. Let's try this one. Oops. Does that get everybody? I think it will. It sure did. Awesome. Alright, we got it right that time. Alright, I see heavy raiders. I see no kinds of nukes and stuff. So now we're going to recall and get the hell out of here. Okay, right click. We already did that. They're coming back. Now get away. Click the jump button. Everyone's on board. Alright, there we go. Hey, we made it. And he even says that too. Look at that. $50 billion. Wow. Killing spree, and you've rescued a handful of small ships, abandoned countless others to their fate. I imagine there's going to be a lot of that in this game. Surviving has been a matter of luck. The only spark of hope left is to obtain a signal of a mysterious beacon. For now, surviving is all that matters. Commander, the colonial beacons in this sector, but receiving serious reports from across the fleet. Immediate repairs are needed if we want to jump again anytime soon. Let's fix our fleet. How do we do that? You are now in the fleet management phase. During this phase, you can repair and handle fleet problems. The Cheshire was heavily hit by the Cylons. The hull is damaged. The situation occurred because the Gunstar sustained critical damage while escaping Cylons. If you don't resolve it before it expires, it will have negative consequences for your ship. Hovering over the selected situation provides you information about what's at stake. Alright, so we need 200 or whatever that is. You can resolve the situation by providing supplies. Provide supplies to your crew to resolve the selected situation by selecting the supply choice, then performing the fix hull action. Alright, select the supply choice then. Several injury reported aboard the Dawn Walker. This Gunscar needs repairs. The fleet has been through a lot to escape Cylons. New situations have surfaced. Take a look at those. Some can put the fleet health at risk. The fleet health gauge represents the state of the population crew in your fleet. Reaching 0 fleet health will result in game over. Well, so it will. Unfortunately, you can't resolve another situation for now. The fleet is on low supplies. According to the latest report, the fleet is running low on supplies. The Dawn Walker and all the smaller ships under our watch, we need enough water, food, and medicine to survive out there. We're expecting an update soon. Alright, let's see what they bring back. Scouts report back. Found wreckage of a civilian ship. It was on its way to Taurian when the Cylons attacked it, and we're going to pillage it. Survivors, but supplies board remain intact. The team is standing by to retrieve the resources, sir. Alright. Tellurium is necessary to jump to another sector, but also to explore points of interest within a sector and gather needed resources. Tellurium is the main fuel used for sublimic space travel, faster than light jumps. Sector points of interest, or POIs, are nearby locations scouted by raptors. They can provide resources needed for survival. Click on this POI to learn more about it. Civilian cargo wreck. A damaged agricultural cargo ship is drifting in the sector. No life sign. Cylons never looted their prey, so we should take a look and salvage what we can. Okay, so Alaska can be obtained from this wreckage. Send a team to resolve the POI, and then, so it costs 1. Alright. Every action with the turn icon will move time forward. All situations will be 1 closer to expiration, at which point they will apply their effect. Okay. The fleet currently has 3 situations expiring in 2 turns. You won't be able to resolve all of them. The journey is about survival. More often than not, you'll have to make difficult decisions and let some situations expire, keeping your scarce resources for later. Alright, so we've got to resolve the situations we can. What's this one? That one would cost us 4. Fix malfunctioning airlock. Mend injury passengers. Avoidable for 2 turns. So that would increase our health quite a bit. This one would increase our hull. Well, let's definitely... So 4. So each is 4, so... Well, let's definitely do the hull. And then I guess we'll do 1 health. Which one gets us better health? This first one I think does. Well, I think it then tells us. Yep, tells us. So we'll definitely do the 40 health. And there we go. Squadrons can gain experience during battles and be improved. Let's go to the Gunstar hangar to level up our squadrons. Alright. Every time a squadron destroys a Cylon unit, it gets XP. During the last battle, your Viper gained enough to reach level 2. So let's level up. Choosing the right squadron's ability is one of the most important strategic choices you can make to strengthen your fleet. They add permanent upgrades or new capabilities to your squadrons. There are 2 types of abilities. Passive, if we know what that means. Activable, okay, we get it. So you can choose a passive or an activable one. Some abilities are rare and more impactful than others. Careful, read the descriptions and select one of the 3. So we have an uncommon and 2 common. this is an active one. Launch a long-range homing missile at target unit. Or units gain a huge speed increase for duration of the effect. Units gain plus 10% damage to its primary weapon and abilities. This is where I never do it right. I always pick the wrong thing. I feel like a passive 10% plus 10 damage, it would be nice. But a missile launcher too, or yeah, this seems nice too. I don't know. We'll just go with the passive. You can explore the hangar and examine your squadrons and weapons. When done, you return to the fleet management. Okay. So I got a passive of 10% damage, or plus 10 damage to my primary weapons, and I get 60 speed for every time I destroy an enemy unit. Here's our raptors. We can't do anything with them. And this is our wolf. We didn't get to play with this guy. Oh, this... Okay, so this is our tank, so to speak. Unit gains 10% damage, so you want to treat it as a tank. All right, I can see that. Is there anything else in here that's interesting? Here's our weapons, our offensive flank. Here's our nukes. Nothing we can do with those, though, it doesn't look like. All right. Well, you were right. Our new CAG really made a difference out there against the Cylons. XO has been with you for the best part of 2 years. You're glad to have her by your side. Also, someone on Don Walker offered his help. He'll make a good chief tech. During the attacks, you lost many men and women, including your previous CAG and chief tech. Okay. His name is Yuri Singh. He is starting as we speak. So do we have a choice in how we man our fleet here? You smile for the first time in a while. Your XO, CAG, and Sheep Tech now form your inner circle. Or is this just what we're going to have to run with? You see them as heroes. Without them, this would be hopeless. Ah, there they are down there. Heroes are the fleet's elite. They've chosen to make an active role and accept your authority. They can have huge impact during both fleet management and battle phases. Select a hero to get information. Alright, heroes once per sector can resolve point of interest in situations, increasing point of interest gains, or avoiding situation supply costs. They're essential to your fleet's survival. Like squadrons, heroes can level up and gain new traits, providing situational bonuses in various contexts like resolving a situation, being assigned to a squadron, to a weapon, etc. You can hover over traits to get more information. As long as this hero is assigned to the Gunstar weapon, the Gunstar gains plus 4 damage resistance. Alright, so she's a defensive strategist. Alright. Can we see anyone else? You can select them during fleet management to learn more about their traits and current state. There's a promising new opportunity for the fleet. Your CAG barges in while you have your head in the reports. Commander, I know you've been busy, but that beacon, what about it? It's the first time being questioned by your XO. I suspect it's been recently updated. Could be a trap. Toasters do that. Alright. Alright. So it looks like we're getting a shuttle ready to go do something. Crises and opportunities will arise during your journey. They are complex problems with high stakes that require several steps and actions to be resolved. While opportunities can lead to important bonuses and reward, crises can be very dangerous for fleet survival and shouldn't be taken lightly. Of course not. Locked for now. This section will show you all current crises and opportunities in your fleet. Select the opportunity to show the file. Alright. Complete all steps. A chance for humanity to survive. A mysterious beacon is located in the current sector. It may bring hope to the fleet. Let's select step 1. All right. Retrieve encrypted beacon. All right. It's going to cost me 1 of something. Heroes have action. Okay. That can be used to resolve situations without consuming resources. Handle the situation by selecting an available hero to resolve it, then perform the retrieve encrypted. All right. Shipyard engineer, all fleet upgrades and our costs. Okay. As long as this hero is in the deploy squad. Let's take her. Team explored a beacon. They returned to the Gunstar with data set. Your CAG and Chief Tech have analyzed it and are reporting back. Computer sir, it's just an old data set. By the looks of the beacon, the data set used during the Cylon War, the first one I mean. 40 years ago, the 12 colonies were at war with the Cylons. Suddenly, the Cylons retreated and disappeared until today. But you were right, Major. The data set has been updated recently, very recently. Can we read the message inside? Nope, the encryption is brand new. We need to find a military outpost. With a bit of luck, they've received the latest access keys. All right. On it, sir. Okay, every time a hero resolves a situation, POI, they gain XP. By resolving the situation, the hero gained enough to reach level 2. Level up the hero. Okay, so there's the level up button. Alright, like squadron heroes can be upgraded. Alright, some will be one that allow them to assign to Gunstar weapons or squadrons and provide them with various bonuses. More on that later. Carefully read the description and select one. Obtain 1 extra Tellurium every time the hero resolves a POI with a Tellurium reward. That's interesting. Assigned squadron gets 15% max haul. And the uncommon one is assigned Gunstar weapons gained minus 10% cooldown. We'll do the uncommon one just because it's uncommon. Heroes can have major roles during battles by being assigned to Gunstar weapons or squadrons. Enter the hangar to assign your heroes. And I'm about to assign her to a squadron, I bet. And she needed to be assigned to the hero, to the Gunstar. Here we go. You can assign a hero to a squadron if they have a squadron assignable trait. Squadron assignable traits will only apply their effect to the squadron their hero is assigned. Be careful if the squadron is destroyed in combat. The assigned hero will lose 1 health. In the weapon tab, you can also assign a hero to the Gunstar weapon if they have a weapon assignable trait. Be careful, this Gunstar gains critical effects. Weapons assigned heroes will lose 1 heart. You now know everything you need about hero assignment. You can try assigning heroes to your Gunstar weapons or squadrons. Exit the hangar when you're ready. Okay, so I did that girl, right? Fast reloader. As long as this hero is assigned to a Gunstar weapon, the Gunstar gains 4% damage resistance. Oh, I know we want her. Right? Alright, how do I get her out of here so I can see if that's speed? There we go. So, yep, it was 30 seconds. She takes it down to 27 seconds. I don't know if that's my... I mean, I guess 3 seconds might make a difference. Let's check the squadron. Let's check. There we go, on deploy. Let's see does she do anything for the squadrons. As long as this hero is deploying, all squadrons gain 3% damage per okay, we're going to leave her there. I know that wasted this whole uncommon thing she's got, but that's all right. That's what the demo's for. We'll put the actually we'll put old girl defensive strategy. Does she do anything? As long as this hero assigned a Gunstar weapon, the Gunstar gains 4% damage resistance per level of this hero. So we'll just leave her there. Exit the hangar when you're ready, and I think that's it, right? Yep. Can't do anything. Or wait. I don't think we have another. And that would be her again, and I imagine that'd be her again. Nope, she can't do the tank one. All right, cool. And we have a Dratus contact, or Dratus. I'll probably say it wrong 100 times. Contact, Cylon Raider jumped in this sector and has spotted us. Screen briefly shows the icon raider flying near as there are a few seconds, and then it knows we're here now. They can now. Alright, let's plan a jump. What? The red line beyond the theoretical limit. All faster than light jump calculations are highly uncertain. Any jump with this setting can be deadly. So crossing the red line could send us crashing into a star. Do it. Right away, sir. The Cylon found the fleet. You have a few minutes before they attack. Use this time to prepare for battle. When you are ready, start the battle. Alright. So what do, oh, okay, so we can screen out. We can't move, but we can at least go closer. Are my ships deployed? I can do it. There we go. Let's deploy you. Let's run with this again. Battle preparation checklist. Repair ships and squadrons. Assign heroes to squadrons and weapons in hangar. Level up. We didn't have to do that. Upgrade the fleet in the R&D lab. Select the civilian defense. What the hell is all that? No idea what that other two were, but I guess we're ready. In strategic battle, you can select a squadron or Gunstar weapon to deploy. Deploy as soon as possible. Be ready when the Cylons arrive. That makes sense. Your Gunstar has 2 squadron docks. Click on the dock to show available squadrons, and then select one to be deployed. We already did that. Your Gunstar has a second weapon dock. Be sure to deploy your nuke. That would be a good idea. There we go. As long as it's the start of the battle, you can change your deploy orders instantly. Get out the tactical pause when you are satisfied with your deployments. All right. Well, I think we're good, right? All right. We have now learned the basics. It's up to you to survive this battle until the fleet's ready to jump. Don't forget to use tactical pause. All right, we're on our own. He can handle those. He can handle those too. I was gonna say, whoa, why aren't you attacking anybody? I got my hunter thing on. You. No. Wrong ship. Whoa. Alright. Raiders are slight. Why won't he do the whole hunter thing? Here, let's cancel that. Oh, we didn't make it. Oh, I got smoked. Damn. Alright, that's a little bit better. All right. All right, we can jump. Oh, come on. Oh, did we escape? Ah, we got there. Don Walker took a beating. After each battle, be granted a blessing. Choose from the 3 options depending on the battle. The options may include a mix of rewards to improve fleet aids, to make it a negative something or other. Consequences. Choose carefully. So we can obtain one of that. Squadron repair 300 hull points on a civilian ship damaged during battle. We might take that one because clearly we need it. All right. Jump past the red line is like a leap in the dark. Jump is complete. All ships have followed through. All right, we got a military structure nearby. That's what we wanted for that second step. Okay, this is the timeline for the current sector. This represents the time you have before the Cylons find the attack the fleet. You have a limited number of turns to resolve situations and POIs. Okay. The outpost structure. Explore it to advance the ongoing Scattered Hopes opportunity. All right, so we can... For 1 extra, it would cost us a person. Okay, you have 2 options to resolve the POI. Send a team, it costs 1. Send a hero for improved reward, it costs 1 and 1 action point to the selected hero. Heroes can only use 1 action point per sector. Choose wisely how you dispatch each one on every sector. I think we'll save it, just in case something else pops off. 7 to 8, It'll probably end up being a big deal, but hey. Encryption has been retrieved, but there's a problem. R&D lab isn't up to date. It can't read the key. Not a surprise, the whole Gunstar is one faster than life jump away from the junkyard. Upgrade the laboratory. All right. Let's go do that. Although fragile civilian ships can help the fleet survive, select your civilian ship and let the Gunstar to learn more. If you train civilian ship crews properly, they can provide various resources and bonuses. This is the current efficiency level of your civilian ship. So it's a common and it's a level 1. To level up civilian ships efficiently, you need to train its crew. Every time you train them, the ship will gain 30 experience, but 1 turn will pass. Train the ship crew to upgrade its efficiency to level 1. So we got 4 turns left. The ship efficiency has been improved to the level of 1. It will now produce scrap at the start of each sector. Improving your civilian ship efficiency takes time, but it's a good investment in the long run. Okay, but efficiency upgrades, yeah, that's fine. So it's a common, it's a mining ship. Wonder what this civilian could be picked to be part of the civilian defense. All right, well, we'll worry about that when we get there. All right, fleet scrap can be used to trade, repair, or upgrade your Gunstar in the R&D lab. Let's take a look at the Gunstar R&D lab. There she is. The Gunstar R&D lab allows you to upgrade various aspects of your fleet. That's the fleet upgrade. You need to read the encryption key and advance the ongoing Scattered Hopes opportunity. Select the upgrade to acquire more information. Here you can see the details of this fleet upgrade. Unfortunately, the fleet doesn't have enough scrap to unlock its level 2. You'll need to find more. Let's return to fleet management to find scrap. Fortunately, your Gunstar has its own means to produce resources for emergency situations like these. Select your Gunstar to get more information. Your Gunstar has several emergency production units, not the most efficient, but always there in need. These units can produce scrap, supplies, or tellurium. These production units require 2 turns. Ooh, we're down to 4 too. Not as efficient as POIs, but when an additional resources are needed, it's a productive way to use turns. As there is no POI around, use the scrap room emergency recycling unit to obtain scrap needed for the Gunstar's upgrade. It requires 2 turns. And that gets us plus 20 scrap. All right. Great, you can now return to the lab. And we can now upgrade. All right. The Gunstar lab has been upgraded. We'll start decrypting the message at once. It'll take a few cycles. Let us know when you have anything. Sure thing. You've learned the basics of Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes. You still have 2 turns before the Cylons arrive. Use this time to prepare your fleet. You can also assign heroes to Gunstar weapons or squadrons in the hangar. Resolve POI or situations. Level up your squadrons and heroes. Upgrade your fleet. Use your production units. You're now in charge. The fleet's in your hands. And gets us a lot of scrap. Why is that there? Guaranteed uncommon or higher rarity item if this POI is resolved by a hero. Alright, well, I guess I'm glad we kept the hero around. What's this stuff, though? Add a civilian ship to your fleet. Okay. Well, let's do this one. All right, new civilian ship has joined the fleet. There she is. All right. Let's go to the hangar, see if we can upgrade anything. No. I don't think I have, nope, don't have any new heroes. Nothing to level up. Nothing to level up. And the weapon's probably the same. All right. Anything we can do at the R&D lab? Can't do hull reinforcements yet. Squadron dock control. The gunship. The med bay. The weapon dock. But we don't have enough for fleet logistics right now. Alright, well, let's do this other POI, I guess. Alright. The R&D is done. The message's decryption is almost ready. Just a few more seconds. It's from Commander Adama. The whole Commander William Adama is a war hero, but you thought he had retired years ago. Right away. Do we get voice acting? Nope. Gotta read it. Oh, maybe? Nope, no voice acting. Oh well. Our powers or homos have been burned and destroyed. Our enemy has found a way to disguise themselves. They have infiltrated our society, our social circles, our crews. They look like us. To some, this issue may sound, but all hope is not lost. You've trained for this. You're ready. I have a plan. Rejoin with Battlestar Galactica, and I will guide you to refuge. So say we all. And we've got another contact. All right. Let's see if we can do this. I think we've done... Oh, he's going to... Let's go ahead and upgrade him, I guess. All right. Assign Gunstar weapons. Gain 10% cooldown. Obtain 1 extra time every time there's a hero resolves a POI. So I get that one now. 15% max haul. Ooh. I kind of want to go with the cooldown, though. But I don't know if that's going to kick old girl out. But that would be good for the tanks. Oh, I guess I'm picking that one. So let's go to the hangar. You know, since they're a tank and they're taunting. So let's do that. We did the R&D. She's in. Let's go ahead and give her a whirl. We did all that. We upgraded. We don't have civilian defense yet. When auto pause is on, the tactical pause will automatically activate during battles. Whenever critical conditions are met, you can deactivate it any time. All right. Let's try a run with the tank. Let's see what that does. Let's put him right there. And we'll start you right there for right now. Actually, let's start you right there, and that way we're a little bit more flexible. Oh, shoot, nuke! Yeah, you can... Why do I want to hit the nuke already? Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. We still got a minute. And that's seen better days. Damn. What do we got? 40 seconds? Oh, oh yeah. Damn. Alright, let's get you. Let's get you. Let's get you. You get you. Alright, I see it. Alright, let's... Man. Alright. Come on, get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Yeah, we know. Woo! Alright, we made it out. Because the damage taken, a critical effect threshold has been crossed on one of your ships. The ship will spawn a negative situation in the next sector's fleet management phase. Protect and repair your ships often to avoid critical effects. Yeah, it's about these. Alright, the fleet is one step closer to Galactica. Choose your blessing. Congratulations, you have completed the tutorial and saved this fleet for now. Continue playing a regular run with this fleet and try to survive the 4 sectors available in the demo. Everything you accumulated during the tour will be reset as a fresh run. Alrighty guys, well there you go. Your small preview of Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hope. Definitely something on my wish list, and I cannot wait for this to come out. I guess I should figure out when this comes out, right? Alright guys, there you go. Spring of 26, so probably within the next few months here. I already wish listed. Let's see if Steam has a more precise release date than spring of 2026, or if that's all they got on there too. Nope, it just says Q2 of 2026. So, but there you are. I hope you enjoyed it. It's definitely on my wish list. Definitely something I'll cover once it comes out. Seems like a lot of fun. So, alrighty guys. Well, if you're still here, I appreciate it, and I hope you hit that like button for the video, and I hope you hit the subscribe button for the channel, and I definitely hope to see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.